and a little amasec and a couple other things you can get on the lower decks. If you put all those together, it makes things bearable. Sometimes I even wonder if I'm imagining half the voices I hear. You know, when life on board gets a little boring. Better than listening to the living, anyhow.
What would happen if the door burst open?
Well, if the door opens, that means somebody's planning to come in, right? But screw them. They're not coming through. Trust me. I know how to keep my valuable head locked up tight.
Yeah, we will see. Aren't you afraid of losing control?
Only losers who are afraid of their own gift lose control. Or idiots who never figure out what they are before it's too late. Or little kids who want to play around with their shiny new toy. If you don't know the limits of your abilities, or you're always bouncing around in your own head, that's a recipe for disaster.
Can you see my future?
All right. That's what I'm here for, after all. So, I'm just going to lean on that door in my head a little more, prick up my ears, and listen to what the warp's got to say about you. If you'll allow it, I can listen right now.
Idira wrinkles her nose and looks around. Then she wipes her hands, gives her head a shake, and finally nods. Idira grins like she's already heard some salacious detail.
All right, let's hear what they're whispering about you.
Idira laughs, rubs her hands together, and suddenly freezes with a vacant smile on her face. Her head slightly tilted. You feel goosebumps appear on your skin, and your collar begins to waver ever so slightly, as if moved by a breeze from a half-open door.
Another road. The road begins at the threshold of the expanse and leads to the bowels of the emerging world.
Prince Grey begins gasping for breath. Rain voice to you.
The threads of fate is not meant for you, slave of the enthroned corpse. Step into the embrace of doom, for thus was it preordained by the architect of fates.
Damn! Foreign voice tears its way out of her rasping throat, the deep, heavy rumbling of a distant avalanche.
That wasn't me! I swear on everything that's holy, I don't know what the second road is or who watches over it, but I beg you, stay away from it!
Ooh, Idira sucks in a breath and coughs. Something pale and wiggling flies out of her mouth and hits the floor. White maggots that immediately melt and turn to smoke. Is it on the... No, probably my dog ate it. I'd like to hear your augury, Idira, what awaits me in the future. Not that she told me already.
All right. An ancient world with a riven heart. Find the path to it, and its riches will be yours. But paths there are two, and both will cloak you in disgrace, and neither is what it seems. What will you choose, rogue trader? The fall of the Empyrean, or the fall of the dead
The fall of the Empyrean. The fall of the Empyrean.
In the cradle of your ancestors, a black dragon hungers, cunning and spitting venom. Many paths lead from home, but only one leads back to it, black and full of sorrow. When you start along the path, make haste. Make haste. I'm sorry, Lord Captain. The voices are going wild. I can't make out a thing. I'll try to rein them in, somehow. But for now...
For now, I will take my leave. Okay, let's continue. Did you know Theodora von Valens as well?
None of the officers knew the Lord Captain well, not even Abelard, and she was always closer to him than anyone else. She told me from the off if I ever listened to anything in the warp about her without her permission, I'd be going out through the airlock. I'm not an idiot, so I never stuck my nose where it didn't belong, only when I was asked. It's hard to wrap my head around the fact that she's gone. Lady von Valancius gave me everything I have. She opened the stars to me and the paths between them. I still think I can hear her voice.
Idira's eyes darken and a strange, otherworldly expression comes over her face. She lets out a sharp breath and shakes her head. Things are strained between you and Argenta.
The little sister is afflicted with her own set of voices, ones that whisper to her about corruption and heresy. The silly girl doesn't realize that if she wants to find the source, she needs to start by looking in her own head.
Okay, so I spoke about everything with you.
Of course. Always at your service. Whenever you need me.
With whom I have to speak? I have to speak with... According to the betrayer. Yeah, I have to speak with... Antar. Secrets of the Cult. I spoke with Heinrich. And lucrative opportunity with Jay. Okay. So, where is... Okay, let's speak with Jay first.
Allow me to thank you again for helping me with the cargo,
Thank you.
Shireen. I am sure the Ashmags who squirreled away my goods won't give up so easily, and I'll hear more about their scheming yet. Let's strike a deal, Shireen. I will watch your back if you do me a favor and watch mine. Well, enough jokes. Is there something you wanted?
No, you wanted. Was there some businesses you wish to discuss?
Oh, Shireen, I did manage to spark your interest. Allow me to invite you to a more private place. My words are meant for your ears alone.
In other words, let's read. I wonder why they did this. Why they haven't done voice acting on the private stuff. The flickering light of dozens of candles plays across Jay's face, making her smile appear even more mysterious. Shireen, the Exalted One himself, brought us together the day you crossed Vladim's threshold. He led us to the cargo and have his blessing for its return. Do you know what people on my world say when such a thing happens? What's gained is to be shared with your neighbor. She points at the containers in front of her. One contains a polished Eldari rifle, a rare model. Another holds an ornate sword. I am sharing what I've gained with you. Please accept these humble gifts in honor of your wildly successful, though suddenly struck friendship. Ooh, that's a cool weapon. Wielder can only perform deadly eye-shot attacks with this weapon. Whenever they kill an enemy with a critical hit using this weapon, they gain an additional attack this turn. Ooh. It's a laser weapon. Cool. Cry of Agony. Two-handed sword. This Cleaves area attack. Has an increased area effect. Most warriors prefer swords for they provide more flexibility on the battlefield against close combat. Carry weapon. It's cool. Truly wonderful gift. I accept it with gratitude. I knew you would appreciate the Xeno's mastery of the craft. Jay beams at you, curling a lock of black hair around an augmented finger. After a brief pause, she awkwardly continues. So, the matter I wanted to discuss with you is related to my business. You know that I sell Xeno artifacts to interested Imperial subjects and Imperial trinkets to Xenos. Business is going well. My network runs even without my participation. But when it comes to expansion, well, that is where I hit the wall. Rivals envious of my success. Jay throws up her hands. Falco especially. I'm certain that the theft of the cargo was his doing, but I can never predict what that Ashmag will do next. And while the Imperium's authority may be fragmented in the expanse, it could crack down on people of my profession at any moment. Go on. If the rogue trader puts in a good word for me with the servants of the Adeptus Administratum, I could become an official trade representative of the Imperium. Just imagine it. A little scrap of paper will offer me and my agents protection against Ashmag schemes, for better than any refractor field. And even the Inquisition will have to think twice before they mess with me, because I will be a representative of the law in my own right. So you want a trade warrant. But the best part of all is that this will cost you precisely nothing, Shireen. All you have to do is stop by the Administratum place and obtain a certificate from the Master of Seals. My informants tell me that the place is located on Dargonos, your capital world. You see how everything has aligned so wonderfully. And of course I will repay you in kind. How do I benefit from your gaining official status? This sounds simple enough. I would never allow you. Do you really think I care? Okay, sounds simply enough. I will help you. Exalted One bless you, Shireen. I couldn't find a better business partner in all the expanse. Jay ponders for a moment and then graces you with a dazzling smile. Friendship is a gift from Exalted One, and we must cherish it. And you will have no complaints about our friendship, Shireen. I may not be a trade representative of the Imperium just yet, but I can still help you with whatever you need. You must have some faction in mind that you would like to establish relations with. The severe Drusians, the hot-headed pirates of the Kasbalika, you merely need to use the right words, like a key for a lock, and people will open their hearts to you, or their wallets. I will arrange everything, you merely have to ask. I wouldn't mind having close ties with the pirates of the Expanse. They are the partners I need now. I don't know. I really don't know. Adeptus Mechanicus. Not a problem, Shireen. I will have my people put in a good word for you in the right circles. Explorations, Explorators. 2000. I will humbly wait until you steer your vessel toward Dargonos. The Mercatum Tabula Officiale. It sounds almost as majestic as the Warrant of Trade. Has its own maintenance station located on the flagship and in your residence on Dargonos. Through sends corresponding upgrade kits. Those stations can give up to 3 levels of improvement. Corresponding upgrade kits. Do I have any of those? I believe I had one. For the servo school. Yes, I have one. And I believe I had another. Where is it? Swarm gains 10 fellowship and intelligence. Whoa, that's a lot of bonuses. Plus 27. Whoa, it suffers no damage from area attacks.